Good morning, y'all, from the somewhat sunny state of Florida right about now. About 8 o'clock in the morning. Not bad, actually. Today, I'm actually making a part 2 to a video. Completely forgot about this part because the bumper obviously wasn't mounted on the car. And we had a couple of scheduling issues with the other car to put the bumper on. But today, I'm going to actually go back into the rear JDM bumper light. We're going to go ahead and show you what needs to be done around that area where the bumper support is at. And I'm also going to show you guys how to wire it. In this same video, what I'm going to show you guys to do is how to remove your rear bumper, how to remove the center garnish that goes right under it, you know, the little small piece of metal that goes right under it where the key slot goes. And I'm going to show you guys how to take off the lights. So again, we'll be practicing on, you know, old girl right here. So this is going to be pretty much a continuation of the other video with the JDM bumper light. I'm actually doing this because Haroon Rashidi is one of my subscribers, and he pointed that out after the fact. I actually had done the video, but since the video was with the bumper off of the car, it was a little bit, I guess, a little bit more confusing because whoever's trying to do it on the car is obviously going to run into that issue because the bumper support is just right there. It's the crash bar is right there. So I don't like removing it just because it's a safety issue. Now, if you're going to do it cosmetically, if it was a show car, if this was my show car, then that'd be a different story. Remove the bumper, smooth out the rear. Heck, I might even paint the back of it, let the bumper breathe a little bit every once in a while, take the bumper off and drive around with no bumper on it. This is not the case with this car. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys don't do either. I mean, unless you guys have that, you know, that ability, which I'm not mad at. Hell, if you guys can do it, shit, I want to do it too. But right now, that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead. First off, I gotta put this car up on jack stands. It's kind of uncomfortable to get to those screws. As low as she is, my wheel fitment is, I mean, minimal. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and grab these jack stands. I'm gonna show you the tools that we need, and we're gonna go ahead and pop the trunk, and I'm gonna show you guys how to get this started. Let's go. All right, so y'all can see where I put them. So I got them right on the corners. Probably the best place I could put them, again, that brace is in the way. I do have the side mounts, but my low pro jack only has, if I'm not mistaken, like maybe 15-16 inches of reach. Now this bad boy has been with me for probably about about 3.5-4 years, so she's seen better days. She's getting I'm getting a new one actually pretty soon, but again, get her up and get her stable. All right, what we're gonna start with, easy one for everybody. See this little screw right here? Mine's is already a little loose. I'm gonna get the screwdriver and get it out. You're gonna do that one. And this one right over here that I've already removed, which I've already removed because this tab here, the little plastic filler pieces, they tend to break, and the guy who had it before me put a bolt through it, and you know, it got locked up. So I'm pretty sure all you guys have dealt with that before. It's a nightmare trying to get a bumper off, and you know, obviously him yanking at some points, which is why I'm getting another bumper. You see, just takes chunks out of it. But I've already got a situation for that. That's the solution that we have. So I'm not worried about that either way. All right, next don't worry about any of that little stuff that we got going on there. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove all the tray rear panel. You're gonna see, turn her around, all the clips. Don't worry about that, it's broken. All right, so take her out. All right, set this aside. All right, so for those of you guys that don't know how to get your back tail lights off, you guys are gonna learn today. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how to get, because we need to get back here. I'm gonna pop these little clips up. You don't really need a lot. Surprisingly, all of this stuff is really accessible if you know what you're doing. So let me get this one off too. This side right here. All right, pop down, and we are good. All right, so we're gonna start by removing these bolts, and we're also gonna focus on this little bad boy right here because this is also attached to this. So when this comes out, we're only leaving the bar. everything else is coming out with it. I don't really like taking this thing out of here too much because the last time I did, I don't know what I did to it, but I guess it was positioned wrong or something, and I could not get the trunk to open with the key no matter what I did. From the inside, no problem, but with the key, you know, this was a while ago. So, all right. So I'm gonna show you guys how to get this off and what tools you need. Let me go grab them. They're on the floor. All right, so I mean, it's gonna be pretty basic. All we're really gonna use is, let me get away from the light a little bit, 8mm. Only real reason, obviously, is the length. Here, just get all the connections out. Gotta check. All right, I had to get another light so you guys can see a little bit better. See what I'm doing here. Just adjust this real quick. All right. Now you only have to remove this plug here. All the lights come with it. The only reason I took it out, or took this out, is because that bumper light doesn't come with the light bulb. So yeah, that's just for testing purposes. You don't have to take any of your light bulbs out. All right, don't push too hard on the plastic. Again, my plastic is it's pretty wore out. So again, we're just using this for purposes, but try to be careful. If you have to remove the whole panel, there's going to be a few screws, and you actually have to remove it all the way up to the front door. Okay. Okay, so at the end of it all, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws, 6 bolts, I'm sorry. Or 6 nuts, all right. So now we'll come over here, push her out. All right. You don't really have to push too hard. I gotta redo these seals. These tend to go bad. I haven't redone these in a while. As you can see, they're really dirty. But again, that's the back light. This is driver's side. I should probably take this off. I gotta clean all this. All right. This is not good. Damn it. It looks like my trunk might be leaking again. Okay, but there we go. All right, and we're going to repeat the same exact process. Let me move some stuff on this side. One there, one right there, one here. One there, and one right here. All right. So we're gonna do the same exact procedure we did over here. All right. Give you guys a little bit better an angle. Sorry about that. I had to take a phone call. But okay, the next thing we're gonna get here, right behind, are these two, right? And right, see if you can see, there they are. See those two back there? Right there. There we are. I've already taken one bolt off, but as you can see, and it's gonna be the same exact on this side. You're gonna and then we have them right back there past the white clip. So it would be, boom, there they are. Okay. And those, in my car, there are 12. I'm assuming that the guy who had them before me, again, we'll get to that in a second. Let me just go grab us a 12. Okay, at this point, you have a decision to make. You can do what I'm doing. Again, I'm keeping, the structure of it. It is there. So I am just gonna notch it. I'm gonna take the top plate, I'm gonna cut it off, I'm gonna cut down that line around the back, and I'm gonna have it basically kind of tucked in to the bumper support. Again, at this point, you have a decision to make. You can do what I'm doing now, keep this bumper support. Nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna do that for my purposes. But if you don't per se care, if you're just one of those send it guys, which is fine by me, then you can go ahead. There's 4 19s, 17s in the trunk. You remove those and the whole support will slide out. Again, if you don't have the bumper tabs for it, the bumper kind of sags a little bit. That's why a lot of us get quick releases for the rears just to hold the bumper up, because even though it's easier to get off, it also hangs and it pretty much rubs on anything. So this is the decision you make now. So if you've made it to this point, you have that decision to make now. You can take the whole bumper support off, make this easy on yourself. Again, there are going to be fitment issues. The bumper is going to want to sag. It just doesn't fit right. It hits the eyes wrong. You start seeing that gap across the bottom of the garnish, and it really does get, I don't know, it just annoys you when you look at it. So this is the decision you guys make now. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep this thing up. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my angle grinder, grab my glasses, gotta keep these things on, and go ahead and grab anything else I might need to go ahead and pop this thing off. All right, so I mean, again, this is also trial and error for me, guys. So remember, again, this is what it's gonna somewhat look like. I don't have my drill with me handy charged up, so get these 2 welds out. This will pop off. Or once again, come inside here. Dark. But you're gonna see 2 bolts. These 2 right here. Let me see if I can get it a little bit brighter. There they are. Got these 2 bolts here. And then you have the same exact 2 over here. So you take them out. This one's got a little pop cap. But there's a pop cap on it. Take it off. And you can slide the bumper out. Or the support. So those are one of the 2 options that you have. Aside from what it's there now. Let's see if I can. So we'll go from there, as you can see. So you take those off, bumper support comes off. Again, those are the notches I made. Again, it's still pretty firm. So I would probably have to come back here, notch this part right here, and it'll definitely slide off. It's got 2 small drill holes right there, but you can get those out. Okay, so this is what the notch will look like. Obviously, be careful. These things are pretty sharp. All right, we've got that. So I'm gonna go ahead and run a little bit of wire to this back bumper so that we have something to connect to. And let's go ahead and throw this thing on. Okay, so before we go any further and try to put this thing on, I did this real quick so you guys can see. Just strip, in here if you got some connectors for it. I thought I did. I know, but there are some connectors that just tie right into this, and you just add the wire and it runs off. As you can see, it's wired up to the back of the light. Boom. All right. Put this thing on and see if we're at a good angle here. All right. So you guys get a good view. Let's put it right there. Okay, I see what's wrong here. Got a little tab we gotta eliminate real quick. I can just bend it up. I'll get to it and cut it in a second. Get this thing. And that, my friends, is how she sits. Again, by no means is my bumper perfect. It is, again, spare bumper. Let me turn the brightness down on this a little bit. There we go. Again, like I said in the first video, I've seen a lot of these, and they come with a grommet that goes around it. But this one didn't have it. According to my friend, it just didn't come with it. So let's see if she turns on. I had to put a light bulb in it before, but I'm pretty sure she should work. Right there. Aha. So there she is. So obviously with the whole, thing put together, it'd be a little different. Let me throw my lights in, connect them up so that you guys can get a real good view of what it looks like with all of them on. there she is, fellas. Again, it's going to be running off the parking light, so you're not really going to see it flash. It's not going to do anything. It's going to stay literally like this. Now, the light I have over here, it is an 1156. That is an LED. I've got the flashing brakes, brake lights for this one too, but those are 1157s if you guys are curious. LED flash. I mean, once I put those in, I think I haven't even changed. It's been over a year. I have not even had to check this light bulb. But this one right here, it was a single terminal, so it's an 1156. Again, you know, just something that actually does not look that bad. I mean, considering the fact that the bumper is pretty much banged up and trashed, I might actually have to learn how to do some body work and maybe fix that. But I gotta admit, I like it. I really do. Wow. I guess all the cutting and everything else was really worth it. I'll say that. Wow, look at that. I like it. Pretty cool. And there you have it, guys. That's how I did this bumper installation for that light. Again, a lot of you guys are gonna want to go, if you guys want to go ahead and remove the bumper support, like I said throughout the video, that is entirely your choice. I prefer to have that, just that little safety blanket, even though I compromised it. Like, I'm not gonna say I didn't. I did cut it, you know, so it is a little bit weaker on one side than it is the other. But again, a car that I don't very much take out on the road. She stays home. She's like my rolling business card, but she just really stays home. So the bumper, again, obviously I have to put the little tabs back in, all the bolts and everything. Eventually, you know, you can get it all tightened back up. It lines back up really good. I'll be honest, I do like the light. I might actually end up having to try that, and actually, since I can perfect the first one that I made, I can go ahead and pretty much throw it on my car. I do kind of like it. So I'm glad that I actually got to do all this. I'm surprised that there really isn't anybody else trying it, because it is a really good look. I've seen a lot of JDM ones that have them too, and they look really good. So again, if you guys have a video request or something like that, again, if it's something to do with these things, because man, we know how we have to deal with these things. There's not a lot of people who want to put videos up or stuff like that. I mean, it's time consuming, but it can be done. So, you know, I'll be here now going ahead and swapping my bumper back out, but I am going to take a few good pictures and you know, maybe post these things up. But you guys will definitely catch me on the next one. See what else I have cooking up in the books. So again, like, subscribe, and like I said, anything, you know, hit the inbox. And like I said, I try to communicate with my viewers as much as possible. So again, thank you for looking, thank you for watching. Catch you guys on the flip.